Um, what sign am I supposed to be doing? I don't know. Let's make one up. Gemini. Let's do Gemini. All right. So this is Gemini. Where you been? Where you going? 33. So where has Gemini been? What may they have dealt with in the past? What do they have to grow through? Gemini. All right. So that's 3 for Gemini. Where they've been. Where is Gemini going? 2 more for Gemini. 1 more for Gemini. Here, I feel like something crawling on my face. I don't know what I did look like a spider for a second. I don't know what that was. My hair. What is always doing this? Alright. Anyways, 1 more for Gemini. Where has Gemini been? No, I'm paranoid now. I think it's a spider on me. Where has Gemini been? I mean, where's Gemini going? Sorry. What's coming for Gemini? What's coming for Gemini? Oh, I gotta get better. I'm already overturning on my cards. Okay, Gemini. And some cards were backwards. Alright, Gemini. So, you got Jumanji, 2 of Wands. You get what you settle for in the Hierophant. So, Jumanji. And it says, it ruins your life. In the jungle, you must wait till the dice read 5 or 8. And then you get what you settle for. And then you have the Hierophant, Whitney Houston. So it says, I'm either my best friend or my worst enemy. So Gemini, feel like you might have had a lot of things going on, taking the risk, taking chances in life. Possibly trying not to settle, possibly settling. Only you're going to know that. But I feel like maybe you try to do a whole lot of things to not settle. Take a whole lot of risks to not settle. Maybe got yourself into some things that you didn't necessarily need to get yourself into. Hence, the Hierophant. You're either your worst enemy, your best friend, or your worst enemy. So maybe you were trying to choose which path to take. Maybe you had people in your ear telling you to do this, telling you to do that. Maybe it just wasn't all your choices. Maybe you have family to think about, jobs to think about. Maybe you're thinking about dreams, careers, goals. And you were trying to figure out what to do. You're either your best friend or your worst enemy. Should I choose this path? Should I stick with what I know? Should I do with what my parents told me I should do? So told me that the line of work that I should go into. Should I go to this school? Should I go to this job? Should I do what my peers are doing? Should I do this? I feel like you, it might have even struggled to try to figure out what was the right thing to do on your path, on your journey. I do feel like you, because of that, because of whatever this was in the past, it's put you in a position to where you're not settling. So it says, show me the money. That's the first card that came out. Show me the money. Right? The second card that came out was Z9. 3 of Wands. I can handle myself. I'm 13. And then Knight of Pentacles, office space. So that means every single day that you see me, that's on the worst day of my life. I feel like that's not what you're settling for. So I feel like you're settling for more, for abundance, for overall security, for something that you're passionate about. Maybe, in 13 is a big number, so maybe something that you've been doing since you were 13, a dream you had since you was 13, something over the past 13 years, 13 months, 5 or 8, maybe significant as well. But I feel like you're equipped, you're passionate, you're driven to do this. There may be some instances where you're not necessarily on the ground, you're like in the clouds, you're not necessarily grounded per se. You got one foot in, one foot out. But it's putting you in a place where you're not settling for every day being the worst day of your life. You're choosing more. You're choosing something different. You're taking note. You're taking stock of everything you experienced here to make sure that you are able to live the life that you want, that you dreamed about, that you wished on stars for. You're choosing to be your best friend and not your worst enemy. Best friend. All right, Gemini. What do we have for Gemini? And this could be two sides of you, Gemini. The dark and the light, the good and the bad. Or there could be a best friend. But speaking of Gemini, we're talking two sides. What does Gemini need to know to grow through 833? Humble yourself. So humble yourself. So maybe don't forget your journey, your struggle, the things you had to go through to get to where you are. 904. 2 more cards. Who cares what they think? So choose things that make you your best friend and not your worst enemy. It doesn't matter what other people think. You get what you settle for. 922. Try therapy. So you might need to try therapy. Talking to somebody, working through mental conflicts, issues, emotional issues, childhood traumas to be the best you that you can be. All right, Gemini, that's it for you.